Have you ever witnessed a single tennis match that changed everything? Not just the outcome of a tournament, but the future of an entire player's career. A match so unbelievable that, within just a few hours, the whole tennis world started talking about one name: Alex Eala. Before this match, millions of fans expected the defending champion, Iga Swiatek, to continue her dominant run at Wimbledon. The predictions were almost unanimous. Analysts believed Swiatek's experience, consistency, and championship mentality would simply be too much for the young Filipina. But tennis has a habit of creating moments that nobody sees coming. And Wimbledon 2026 delivered one of those unforgettable moments. Alex Eala stepped onto center court carrying the hopes of an entire nation. She wasn't just playing for another victory, she was playing to prove that she belonged among the very best players in the world. Across the net stood one of the biggest names in women's tennis. A multiple-time Grand Slam champion. A player who had dominated some of the toughest opponents on the biggest stages. Most people believed the result was already decided before the first serve had even been hit. But Alex Eala believed something completely different. She believed she could win. And that belief would soon shock millions of tennis fans around the world. From the very first game, it became clear that this wasn't going to be an ordinary Wimbledon match. Instead of looking nervous, Alex played with confidence. She attacked whenever she had the opportunity. She moved brilliantly around the court. Her shot selection was fearless. Every rally became a battle. Every point increased the pressure. And with every passing game, the crowd slowly realized they were witnessing something special. Iga Swiatek tried to impose her usual rhythm. She attempted to control the rallies from the baseline. She looked for opportunities to force errors. But Alex Eala refused to back down. Again and again, she answered with incredible composure. Her confidence continued to grow. The atmosphere inside Wimbledon became electric. Every winner from Alex brought louder cheers. Every difficult point she saved increased the belief that history could actually be made. Then came the first set. It quickly became one of the most intense battles of the tournament. Neither player wanted to give away even the smallest advantage. Every service game felt like a final. Every breakpoint carried enormous pressure. The rallies became longer. The intensity became higher. The emotions became impossible to ignore. As the score remained close, the pressure shifted from the challenger to the defending champion. For perhaps the first time in the tournament, Iga Swiatek found herself under serious pressure. Alex Eala continued playing without fear. She trusted her game. She trusted her preparation. Most importantly, she trusted herself. The opening set eventually reached a dramatic tiebreak. One mistake could change everything. One brilliant shot could completely alter the match. Both players produced outstanding tennis. The quality remained incredibly high. The tension inside center court could almost be felt through the television screen. Point after point. Neither player wanted to surrender. But when the biggest moment arrived, it was Alex Eala who stayed calmer. She played with remarkable courage. She won the crucial points. And finally, she captured the opening set. That single moment completely changed the direction of the match. Suddenly, the pressure had moved entirely onto Iga Swiatek. Meanwhile, Alex Eala walked to her chair with growing confidence. She knew she was now only one set away from producing one of the greatest victories of her career. The second set began with even greater intensity. Many expected Swiatek to respond immediately. Champions usually find another level when facing elimination. But Alex Eala had absolutely no intention of slowing down. Instead, she became even more aggressive. Her returns became sharper. Her movement became faster. Her confidence continued to grow with every point she won. The defending champion searched desperately for answers. She changed tactics. She increased the pace. She tried different angles. She attempted to break Alex's rhythm. Yet nothing seemed to work consistently. Alex remained composed. She never allowed the occasion to overwhelm her. Instead of thinking about the result, she focused only on the next point. That simple mindset became one of the biggest reasons behind her incredible performance. As the second set progressed, something remarkable happened. The crowd that had initially expected another routine victory for Swiatek slowly transformed into believers of Alex Eala's incredible story. Every spectacular rally brought louder applause. Every winner increased the excitement. Fans sensed they were watching a career-defining performance. Commentators also began changing their tone. Instead of asking whether Alex could compete, they started asking whether she was about to eliminate one of the tournament favorites. And that's exactly what made this match unforgettable. It wasn't simply an upset. It was a statement. A statement that the next generation of women's tennis has arrived. A statement that fearless young players are no longer satisfied with simply competing against the biggest stars. They want to defeat them. They want to replace them. And Alex Eala was proving exactly that on one of the biggest stages in world tennis. As the finish line came closer, the pressure became almost unbearable. Winning the final few games against a champion is often the hardest part of any match. Many talented players have struggled to close out victories in similar situations. The expectations become heavier. Every point feels bigger. Every mistake becomes more expensive. But Alex handled those moments with extraordinary maturity. She continued attacking. She continued believing. She continued fighting. And finally, the moment arrived. One final point. One final celebration. One unforgettable victory. Alex Eala had defeated Iga Swiatek. Center court erupted. The tennis world stood in disbelief. Social media exploded within minutes. News headlines around the globe immediately described the result as one of the biggest upsets of Wimbledon 2026. But perhaps the biggest story had only just begun. Because this victory wasn't only about reaching the next round. It wasn't only about defeating a champion. It also had a massive impact on the WTA live rankings. Within hours of the match ending, tennis fans everywhere rushed to check one thing. How far had Alex Eala climbed? How many places had she gained? Could this become the highest ranking of her entire career? And the answer surprised almost everyone. In the next part of this video, we'll break down Alex Eala's updated live WTA ranking, explain exactly how many positions she gained after defeating Iga Swiatek, reveal what she needs to do to break into the world's top 20, and why many experts now believe this could be the beginning of a completely new era in women's tennis. So don't go anywhere, because the biggest surprise is still coming. Alex Eala's victory over Iga Swiatek wasn't just another Wimbledon upset. It was the kind of result that can completely change a player's career. Moments like these don't happen very often, and when they do, the entire tennis world takes notice. As soon as the match ended, fans weren't only celebrating the historic win. They immediately started asking one important question: what happens to Alex Eala's WTA ranking now? The answer is exciting. Thanks to this incredible Wimbledon run, Alex Eala has climbed significantly in the live WTA rankings, moving closer than ever to the world's elite. For a player who only a short time ago was fighting to establish herself on the biggest stage, this is a massive achievement. Every victory at a Grand Slam brings valuable ranking points, and defeating one of the tournament favorites has made her breakthrough even more meaningful. What's even more impressive is the confidence she displayed throughout the match. She didn't rely on luck. She earned every point with aggressive shot-making, smart tactics, and remarkable composure under pressure. That's exactly why many tennis analysts believe this victory could be the beginning of something much bigger. The road ahead won't be easy. Every remaining opponent at Wimbledon will present a new challenge, and expectations around Alex Eala will now be much higher than before. Defeating a top champion is difficult, but staying consistent and continuing to win is what separates great players from future legends. If Alex continues this level of tennis, there's every reason to believe she can keep climbing the rankings. A place inside the WTA top 20 no longer feels like a distant dream, it has become a realistic goal. And if she keeps improving, even bigger milestones could be within reach in the coming months. For the Philippines, this success means far more than just numbers on a ranking list. Alex Eala has inspired millions of young athletes by proving that hard work, determination, and self-belief can overcome even the toughest challenges. Her Wimbledon journey has become a source of pride for an entire nation and has introduced her to millions of new fans around the world. Whether this tournament ends with another historic victory or not, one thing is already certain. Wimbledon 2026 will always be remembered as the event where Alex Eala announced herself as one of the brightest rising stars in women's tennis. Now the question is no longer whether she belongs among the best players in the world. The real question is, how high can Alex Eala go from here? Do you think Alex Eala can break into the WTA top 20 this season? Or do you believe she has what it takes to become a future Grand Slam champion and even challenge for the world #1 ranking? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest tennis news, match analysis, rankings, and breaking updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.